So, S-chassis angle kit install. We did one half already. Had a bit of a time with it. So this side should be better now that we know kind of what's going on. The only thing we don't have is caster plates, and that's about it. Everything else we should be able to get on and show you what to do. So yeah, we're just gonna start ripping all the old stuff off. It's basically just all stock S-chassis stuff, even though it's a Skyline. So it's got all S13 lowers, tension arm, coilovers, knuckles, the whole bit. So we're gonna rip all that junk off and get our FDF kit on. So yeah. Bouncy. Okay, so it's a 17 for that one. So coilover bolts, 2 17s. It's 19. So coilover bolts, 2 19s. Gun's kind of bugging out a little bit. Shot him in the boot. Bang. Shotty got the fatty. Shotty got the fatty. Pop, pop. Yep. Too easy. I just need my needle nose. 1 sec. Acquired. Just a couple little cotter pins in here. Nothing too serious. Oh, it helps if they're straight though. Almost bagged myself. That was close.
See you, brother.
See you later, B-man. Little tap should pop right out. A little noisy. Okay, we'll pop that on. Just like that, too easy. I can pop my tie rod off. Loose. That's my bad, that's my bad. Oh, that's loose. Oh my God, man. Broke the tip off. Too easy. That was better. The big gun. Imagine it whips around and hits me in the shin like a little razor scooter or something. Just gotta grind the subframe. I'm just assuming that it's the same as the other side. Little cobweb there. But yeah, we just had to trim this front little notch on the subframe to clear the tension arm to the lower control arm. It's right there. So you want to show that? Okay. Hey, Rain. Come here, man. Street Johnnies. Can you try and stuff this bolt through the lower control arm hole while I get this in there, hopefully. Oh, that's gonna be in the way a little bit. That's okay. Oh. That was easy.
Smack the button.
That was easy.
That was easy. Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah. If it's going in by hand, I think your hand's a little softer than a... Okay, but you're reaching for a hammer, that's concerning. Hold on. Hand's made of toilet paper. What are you doing? Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, that's all I require, thank you. can go back to racing your Abarth.
No, I'm a 1M now.
Oh, you're up to the 1M class. Okay, so I think I gotta try this now. Oh, it looks like all the deep creep went in though. I'll just leave that finger tight for now and come back. You know what I mean, man. Got our bolt for the ball joint with the nut. I'm gonna thread it on, just toss it on there real quick. And then what did I say? I said not even a half John, which that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, get our spacers on there. Tie rod heim joint's already in, just like this. Oh no. Let's go. That came in clutch. The washer on top. Nylock nut. And then, I'm gonna stand up for this one. Just like that. Okay, one, just to show you guys what I'm talking about. If you look here, the flat spot on these BCs just runs into the corner on the knuckle here. So I'm just gonna trim a little bit of that off just so the coilover is able to slide in all the way. Try and get both bolts in. Too easy. We can put the tie rod on and put the brakes on and then, oh, a wheel bearing, staring right at it. There we go, fresh S13 with a 5 lug. The previous owner bought these. I don't even know where you buy them, to be honest with you. They look like they're pretty good quality, so I'm just hoping that they last at least a decent amount of time. A big snap ring, maybe they're rebuildable. That'd be handy. Oh, there we go. Gorgeous. Get our axle nut. Axle nut. Wheel bearing nut, not an axle. What did Boss Man call it?
The big unit.
The big unit. Explosions going everywhere.
Is that what you want?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do a big, do like the cover of Rambo, but with me holding up. The big unit. It's a big unit. Cotter pin. I'll torque these down someday. The big unit probably put it over torque anyway. I knew that was gonna happen. Too greedy. Too easy. And then, yeah, gotta start tightening stuff up. Oh, right, I gotta do the tie rod setup. Yeah. It's gonna be me coming into the pits. A bit. Crap walking.
Oh.
A bit. You'd need a pretty nasty offset to get that angle. I was just explaining to Jack, I run a straight offset rack spacer because the rack, I don't think it's relocated, but I think it has like the offset bushing things. Either way, at full lock, like the other wheel is, the tie rod's a little bit forward, but not enough to bind. You can still pull it back with your hand, no problem. So, and that's with the rack all the way that way. So I don't think I'll have any real issues, but yeah, I guess we'll find out pretty quick. There we go. Okay. Oh, there it is. We'll tighten that up. The rack bolt's tight. We'll tighten at least the coilover bolts up. We could probably tighten this up too. And then we'll put the rotor on, the caliper on, even though there's no brake pads on it, and then spacer, and then the wheel. And then yeah, I think we'll, I don't know, if we got time, I might drop the coilover on the other side and just turn it down to the same height as that. It's really straightforward. I just gotta make some clearance and stuff here. For the whole first 3 months that Rain's been working here, Every time I give them a new job, I just tell them, super straightforward.
Because
it is. And then what?
You gotta mess one up, and then after that.
You mess one up, and then I give you and then it's all good. So I just gotta tighten the coilover bolts up. I'll turn the coil over, like bring it, raise the car on the other side to match this side. And then I'll just center the rack. We'll do a very, very, very rough alignment. And then, yeah, from there it should be good to, oh, and then I gotta smash the living out of this right here till my wheel pops in. Yeah. All right, man. Oh my, look at the caster. I don't have caster plates yet, so it's a little gnarly. Oh my God, is it ever? Yeah, that's okay. We'll get that tuned up. No problem, right, Rain? Right as rain. Oh wait, I just want to center the rack real quick so that we can do it rough. You know what I mean? So we got 2 3/4 exactly, 2 3/8. So we just give this a little. No, I went the wrong way. Okay. Okay, there's no pads or anything in these, but we'll yaw them on too just because it looks tidy. We'll tighten on the top one, and then from there, we're gonna throw a wheel on it just so it's a little easier to eyeball the toe. And then, yeah. Wheel. Also on. Okay, so our rack centered, both of our wheels are on. If you guys come and take a look at this side, you can see it's got a lot of toe out. Maybe you can't see that. It's pretty tough on camera. But either way, it's got a lot of toe out. So all we're gonna do is bring that one out, bring that one out, and then it should be close, I hope. It doesn't really matter because we're not driving it like tomorrow or anything, but just for the sake of getting it at least rolling in a straight line. In order to do your toe adjustment, you don't want to turn your tie rod. So that's pushing it out, because if you look at the outside of the wheel, you can see this toe is, or not this toe, this wheel is very toed out. So, like I said, we're gonna crank our tie rod out, bring that wheel either straight or just past straight. A little bit of toe out is good. But again, we're not driving it tomorrow or anything, so it don't really matter. Okay, so we've got the angle kit on. We roughly put on our calipers and rotors. I did that in reverse, but calipers, rotors are on. Just had to do a little bit of clearancing here on our wheel well. I'll have to repaint that too, but that's no big deal. Yeah, just tap that out of the way with the hammer. You can see I got a lot of caster. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I think, I just gotta put the caster plates on to bring the coil over. The angle that it's on right here, it's just gonna straighten that out a little bit. And then at full lock, obviously, my contact patch will be significantly increased. So yeah, I have it on the 0 Ackerman setting right now. On my old 350, I didn't have an Ackerman adjustable tie rod pickup, so I've never messed around with Ackerman. So yeah, I'll probably start out at 0, change it to the positive or negative depending on what I think the car should feel like. So from here on out, pretty much just getting all the fab stuff wrapped up. Gotta paint a couple little things here and there, like what I just smashed up with the hammer. Yeah, past that, I think we're doing pretty good. Joel can come and take it within a week or so. Then we're gonna test it and see what's wrong with it and what's working really good. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.